It is called 291 hypocrites. They have officially abandoned the son of Madeira. As we are counting only some days, we know if Rigathi Gachagua is going to be out from the office or will still retain his seat. Time will tell. But there are some leaked details imagining that Rigathi is preparing himself to ban the government. Banning the government means to expose the government. Msiseme si kusema hapa, mwanze kutwist maneno yetu. And Ken Mijungu is revealing to us this shocking plan coming from the Deputy President administration. Remember, he said the other day he's ready for anything. Let's watch Ken Mijungu.
Good people, have you been watching television this morning? And you know, things are thick. Things have totally fallen apart. But it's interesting the perspectives that everyone is bringing on board today. I have watched from across, and if it was left to Kenyans, I don't know how this is going to go. But it's left to the members of parliament, and those hypocrites in the National Assembly are going to impeach the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua on Tuesday. I call them hypocrites because for the last 2 years, these members of parliament have never called out the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. They've not even come close to censuring him in the National Assembly for all these things they're supporting right now that are included in this motion of impeachment. The hypocrites, because when Kenya was getting here, when the Deputy President, for example, was getting here, amassing that wealth, violating the Constitution, grossly misconducting himself, no one of them spoke. And now they have coalesced around an agenda brought by Mwenge Mutuse, and they are going to impeach the Deputy President. Take it to the bank. On Tuesday, they are impeaching the Deputy President. His hope is in the Senate, not even in the judiciary. Because once the Senate confirms this impeachment, the Deputy President will go. So the reason why I'm here this morning is because I said by Friday, the Deputy President will resign. And by Friday, he has made up his mind. He is going to resign. He is going to resign before the impeachment motion is discussed in the National Assembly. This gives us 2 days, Sunday or Monday. And my point today is this. The government side of the president now, of the President William Ruto, not of the broad-based government, has to start preparing to fight fire, damage control, crisis control, because what the Deputy President is going to do, owing to this fact, and I always like to give a chronology of events. Now, in the last 3 weeks alone, the Deputy President has given more media engagements, interviews from Citizen Television, where he banned the bridge, to vernacular stations, to the last one that I think he gave on Tuesday this week. He has given more media engagement than any other time in the last 2 years in just less than 3 weeks. So he will do the last act, and the last act is this. He is going to hold a press conference, a live press conference, Sunday or Monday, just before he resigns. Because the reason why I'm saying he will resign is because he has political ambitions. He wants to be the president of this country at some point. He may still want to be governor or member of parliament. But if you're impeached, you can't be any of that. So because he has political ambitions, he is going to resign. He will not wait for this impeachment. And this impeachment is happening, regardless of the feeling of people, what people are saying on the ground. That they should, both of them, go. That there are pressing problems in this country, which I agree with, that the presidency needs to address. But this is a political process. Let it happen. Let us stretch our constitution to the logical conclusion and see what it can do for us. So, now that I've told you why I think anaenda kuchoma, kuban, then he's going to go away. He's going to hold a press conference, and he is going to indict this government in a way that we've never seen before. He is going to choma properly. Remember, he's alluded to it. He said that if you do this, I will say this. Once he does that, he will table his resignation. And he will go and try to reinvent himself. Because I don't see the Senate saving him. Now, dealing with 47...
One thing I have learned in this life,
or all the 60 plus members
politics
of the Senate, is easier than even dealing with the National Assembly.
That
Remember, the National Assembly is the trial house. The trial house is the Senate, where they will go charge by charge, accusation by accusation, until the last one.
Who voted for you.
So what is my point today?
Who are following you?
These hypocrites are going to impeach the deputy president.
I'm saying regarding
the other thing is that the deputy president is going to ban anaenda kuchoma in a press conference, then Monday or Tuesday, but just now, before he's impeached.
What Ken Mijungu is telling us here
but
about banning the government does not make sense. It is like at workplace, if you've been fired, are you still staying to say, oh, HR was doing this? You've been fired. You've been fired. Stop wasting your time. When the other door is closed, the other door is being opened. Just pack your things and go. Appreciate that this job had helped me. I was working this once for some all these months, years, well and fine. This today my year have come to an end. Jiongeleshe tu kwa kiroho. Enda hivyo. Wachana na hivi na hivi na hivi. Now, I don't know if Ken Mijungu is lighting this, or it is a plan coming from the Deputy President administration. Exposing the government, there's no need. Because Rigathi Gachagua want to tell us, now he's leaving the government, is exposing. Mbona hakuexpose serikali wakati alikuwa deputy in those hizo some months? Sijasema amempichiwa. Msinimark vibaya. Mimi sitaki uongo. Saa hii bado ako deputy president. He's still the deputy president. Ikifika that day ampichiwe, ni sawa, ndio atasema hayo maneno yake. Lakini mimi ni swali yangu ni je, mbona hakusema haya maneno wakati alikuwa deputy president, full deputy president? Achana saa hii yenye akawafu. And I have also learned that Africans men are very funny. They are very funny. If you've read the history of most politicians from the overseas countries, you will have interest and understand the politics. There are those who have been fired, there are those who have been impeached themselves. For instance, the Prime Minister of UK, was he UK? I think, over there. And so on, several of them. Now here comes a scenario. Truthful man is being forced to be impeached. Well, iko sawa. Kwa sababu wamekosana na mdosi wa country. Huyu mdosi wa country, kuna maneno zingine alikuwa anafanya chini ya maji. Na hata kwa deputy president, hakuna, si ati alikuwa holy. Kuna zingine pia alikuwa anafanya chini ya maji. So there's no one speaking the truth here. Even if Ken Mijungu is exposing Rigathi Gachagua's plan, it is like maji yakimwagika yazoleki. Well, the 291 MPs who have impeached Rigathi Gachagua are being said that they are hypocrites, of which Rigathi was expecting the MPs to assist him. Someone like Kimani Ichung'wah confirming to the country that Rigathi is going to be impeached, and is coming from Central. Is their son. So Rigathi believed that one of them is Kimani Ichung'wah and the rest, of which him also he will revenge if his time comes. And that is what normally happens here. Africans, leaders, they don't forget. They can even put you closer as a friend. Then after that, you know what next. Put your enemy closer, then the result you know. They can even laugh with you, celebrate with you, They are just counting your days, your numbers in this earth. So this is what had happened to Rigathi Gachagua. They used to be friends with William Ruto. With me, I never believed that politics of Rigathi Gachagua might end this way. And I'm still not believing. Because this man used to attack both Uhuru and Raila with all his heart. So I tried to flash back why Rigathi Gachagua came up with this truthful man. He had realized that things are now boiling. Indeed, as we normally say here, politics is always well planned, well drafted, well plotted, for any politician to achieve whatever he or she wants. This is a lesson to be learned by anyone watching me outside there. Young politician, upcoming politician, don't rush into someone's party that because is more popular. As I conclude, the advice I can give regarding Gachagua: banning the government won't help you. Quit, but don't resign. If you resign, it's going to mark your end in politics. Kuwa kichwa ngumu, kaa hapo. Kama watashinda kukuimpeach, kaa hapo, tengeneza party yako. Kaa kama Ruto alifanya hivyo. Vile alifanya, wewe pia fanya hivyo. You will thank me later. That is the message I can give you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And I rest my case at this point. And please consider to drop your opinion at the comment section below on whatever Ken Mijungu is saying. Bye-bye.